Dinosaur Plays, and today we are playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2. My personal favorite Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm gonna reset all data. Warning, this game. Aw, we gotta go through this again. But yes, my name is Dinosaur Plays. This is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. You know the deal. I'm gonna end the stream when I get scared, which won't happen. We're going all the way to night 7, baby. We are not getting scared. Me and you, us. Yes, me and you. Yes. We are not getting scared. We are too good to get scared. Let's press new game. $100.50 a week. To apply, call 1-555-FAZ. Fazbear. 12 a.m. on my first night. Hello? Hi.
Hello, and welcome to your new summer job at the new...
Yay, my new summer job. Hell yeah. Damn.
I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and, above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now, that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seemed to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that
I love this duck.
Were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about the robot seeing you as an endoskeleton without his costume on and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have lights, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head
Golden?
if you need to.
As in
Keep
Golden
the music
Freddy?
box wound up, piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I let the music box get way too low. Bonnie? Nice to see you, Minkle. Hello? What am I supposed to be quaking at? Why is the crake in your boots audio going off? Balloon boy. This game isn't even scary, chat. We are never ending this stream. There's a bunny in my vents. Hey, Bonnie, you come here often? You get away from that vent, you chicken! Where is Frebby? Found Frebby. Show up, you chicken. Easy. Everyone loves Ash. 12 a.m. second night. No post-night minigame? Hello? Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello?
Hi! Hello.
See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. You're a natural. By now I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location. We just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology. But they were just...
Okay, back in my day. Yeah, back in my day, these animatronics were famous. But now, in my present day, they aren't famous. Why? The fuck happened? Huh? What? Yeah, fascinating, fascinating. So why did you let them bite into a child's head? Huh? Why did we let the child be bit? Huh? Why is the child being bit? You tell me. Because I'm no expert, but I don't think a child should be bit. Not at all. Nuh-uh. You see, around here, we don't let that happen. So why did they let it happen? Who let the animatronic bite the kid? See, I hail from the Freddy Fazbear's up in South Bend, Indiana. And up there at South Bend, Indiana's Freddy Fazbear branch, we didn't let the animatronics bite the kids. So why did you guys here in Utah let a child be bit? Back at my old place, this would never happen. Why did I get moved from South Bend all the way to Utah? Who knows? Hell, I wish I knew. I don't like it here. Guess I'm the only one fit for the night shift. Other various complaints. I want my job back. Hell yeah. Have you tried having better internet? Like, I'm no expert. But I'd assume better internet is better than bad internet. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Sorry for this long pause and me rambling. I'm trying to open a candy cane and I want to have a... I was just gonna yap until the candy cane opened, but the candy... How dare you? Candy cane. Yummy. Yummy.
So ugly, you know?
Hey, we don't need to insult the animatronics. You see that one? It's slide at South Bend's Five Nights at Freddy's location.
Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around.
I can't believe shifts are... I can't believe the job is only ever 5 nights. Can you guys believe that? I can't. I worked 5 nights at South Bend's Freddy Fazbear's location, and what do? They up and fire me. They don't want to pay me a living wage, so they sent me here to Utah. I don't want to be in Utah. Who wants to be in Utah? Not me. Send me back to South Bend's Send me back to South Bend's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location. And hire me as a permanent worker this time, you little shits! Ah! I want my job back. Wah. And of course the vending machine for the Skittles doesn't work in this location. God. Does Utah have anything going for it in terms of Freddy Fazbear's? Other than being the birthplace of this, I don't think so. And of course the Skittles that come from the vending machines can't be opened. I can see why this business is failing. No, I know FNaF 2 takes place before FNaF 1. I'm not stupid. Yummy. Back in my day. This one would have slid back in. Yum. Very yum.
I love those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright lights. It would cause a system restart or something. Come to think of it, you might want to try that on any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold him in place for a few seconds. That glitch might have carried over to the newer models too. One more thing, don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think the Freddy mask will fool it, so just don't forget the music box. Hello. Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
You see, back at my old Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria up in South Bend, we didn't allow this kind of bullshit. If my name isn't Tuscany Jones... Wait, it is Tuscany Jones. Well, that sucks. Why does it go... Why does it crack? Why does it quack? Where's Mangle? Don't care. Where's Mangle? Sweet, succulent, AA batteries. Hey. You asshole. Why won't he go away? Go away! No! No, he stole my AA batteries! My AA batteries. No. No, I need those AA batteries, Balloon Boy. Little did he know, I know cheats. I'm gonna kill that kid. That kid will not survive me. Next time he's anywhere near my office, I'm gonna grab a candy cane and I'm gonna shoot him with it. Call it a candy cane gun. If my name isn't Tuscany Jones, that animatronic will be out back by the end of this shift. Get my pipe, Melissa. Because it's time for an animatronic badass beatdown. I suck. So not allowed. You not like it, but it's your turn now, because it's your turn now. So you're wasting your time with lame excuses and lies. What was that? The mangle. Scared the hell out of me. I know you're coming, kid. Where's Mangle? Don't care. Where's Mangle? And I never took you out to dance, but did he fuck with any with them? No fun with your head. Who's there? Hello, Mangle. I know you're out there, Mangle. Get out of here, Foxy! Get out of here, you stupid dumb fox. I know I'm about to die. Come on in, one at a time. Can y'all, like, not queue up to kill me, please? damn kid is back. If he don't get his bitch ass out of here, I'm gonna beat him with my candy cane. Get out of here, you dumb kid. Respectfully. Freddy's just gonna be chilling at the end of the hall. Who is in the hall? I can't see. Hey, Freddy. You wanna come in? Come on in. Give me a hug. Give me a big bear. Oh, Bonnie's here. Hi, Bonnie. Where am I? Chica? Hi. If I turn left, is Bonnie gonna be staring at me? Bonnie! Why are you side-eyeing me? It's me? No, I'm me! You're not me, I'm me! Hello. What song do I want to get murdered to? No. Poker Face by Lady Gaga. Hell yeah.
You wouldn't have any problems. Did Foxy ever appear in the hallway? Probably not. I was.
Mama. La la mama, you know, hold you like the dude in Texas plays.
Like I said, he was always my favorite. They tried to remake Foxy, you know? They thought the first one was too scary, so they redesigned him to be more kid-friendly, put him in kids' code, to keep the toddlers entertained, you know? But kids these days just can't keep their hands to themselves. The staff literally had to put Foxy back together at the end of every shift. Eventually they just stopped trying and left him as some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now he's just a mess.
Can't read my. No, you can't read my poker face.
Oh hey, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors.
Can't read my. No, you can't read my
local stories
poker
come and
face.
go and seldom mean
You just got
anything.
to love
I can
nobody.
personally assure you that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. It's just all rumor and speculation. People trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close.
That is not the
Okay,
same
well anyway,
without a gun.
hang in there and I'll talk with you tomorrow.
Oh, hi. Your name's Withered Bonnie, isn't it? You wanna come talk in my office for a little bit, Bonnie? I'm down to chat. Yeah, come on in. He didn't come in. Don't know where he went, but he didn't come in. Dude, aren't the light? You! Dumb fox. Guess I'm dying to sync chroma chat. Fuck you, balloon boy. Fuck you, balloon boy. Fuck you, balloon boy. I know you're there. You! Yeah. Pussy, I'm gonna make it out. Hello. Down inside. And if I ever told you that I did, I fucking lie. Let's have a conversation, Bonnie. Like, I had my mask on. Fuck you, Bonnie. Fuck you, Bonnie. You wanna tussle? Let's tussle. Put those hands up, Bonnie. I'm gonna beat your ass, Bonnie. We're gonna fight, Bonnie. It's not very sick. 5 Nights at Frederick Fazbear's. Yep, 5 Nights at Frederick Fazbear's. I'm gonna beat Bonnie's ass, though. Withered Bonnie, not Toy Bonnie. How did he see through my immaculate disguise? Does he know how much I paid for that? Toy Bonnie genuinely sucks. I'm gonna take Toy Bonnie out and use him as a, well, I'd say human body shield, but he's not a human. I'm gonna take him out back and use him as armor plating when I go outside into the back alley of Frederick Fazbear's Pizza and beat Bonnie's ass. No. Withered Bonnie's ass. Toy Bonnie is gonna get his ass beat by Withered Bonnie because he's defending me. Hashtag the only thing Toy Bonnie is good for is armor plating. So, 41 minutes into stream, and I'm already threatening to fight the characters. I'm already threatening to go into a back alley and beat the ass of the animatronic. I keep forgetting I have a hoodie on. I've been wearing a hoodie since, like, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hashtag Eastern Standard Time, the best standard time. But, like, I just completely forgot I had it on. It's too comfortable. Is this why you are mad in chat? Yes, it is! And I promise, Sir Ash Dinosaur Plays, that is my full legal name, Ash Dinosaur Plays, promise on this day, Saturday, December 20th, 2025, at the amazing time of 8:37, promise to take Withered Bonnie outside into the back alley and beat his ass. Ow, my hand hurts. I've threatened Toy Bonnie to... Not Toy Bonnie. I've threatened Withered Bonnie... Sorry, I'm used to threatening Toy Bonnie. I threatened Withered Bonnie so much that my hand started hurting. Who's out there? Ugh. Ow, my hand! Ash is dying! Can you not wah me? I'm gonna go get a Gatorade. Fuck you guys. Ow, my foot! Ash down, Ash down. Ooh, Gatorade. Ash, it will be okay. It will not be okay. It'll never be okay. I must fix the sins by cleansing this restaurant in the holy fire, also known as my flamethrower. Ash has a flamethrower and Ash is not afraid to use it. Ugh. Do you have any ibuprofen? I have a headache. No, I do not have ibuprofen, but I do have animatronics. Okay, who gave Ash drugs? Ash isn't on drugs! The only drug I'm on is insulin, and that's a drug that saves your life. Bro, the drug problem in schools is so bad over here. I feel like the drug problem is bad in most schools, especially in the United States. You're mentally insane then? I am not mentally insane. Where did I put this? La 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 la. So, well, I think about things. Let's talk about the Indiana bat. The Indiana bat can be found in a lot of places, but mainly Indiana, hence the name Indiana bat. It's very bat-like, if you were wondering. More yapping. Yeah. Ooh. So much yapping. So little time. Oh boy, yap time? Not yap time. Where the fuck did I put this? There it is. You get the express privilege of not sitting on my bed. Ow. My hand still hurts. We found THC at an elementary school. An elementary school? Oh, God. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. Pressuring people into doing drugs is very much not okay. Yes, it is true that there are some drugs like weed that have been legalized in many places, which is bad. I am drug PSA. You're watching every FNaF 2 gameplay you can get. You can't get past night 4. Well, wait until you find out that you tuned into the worst person for a playthrough. I am awful at every game I play. Source, literally every single stream on my account, plus several of the videos I have posted. I bet I can't even get past night 3 in this game. But my streams are really good if you want to talk to people. Really good if you like having a strong sense of community. Really bad if you're homophobic. I attract way too many gay people to my content. Alright, let's get back to playing. I've drank enough of my unbranded sports drink. There. Now I don't have to say the company. I'm gonna find every way to not mention what I'm doing. Who's there? Foxy, if that's you, I'm gonna throw you in the backyard. Ah! How did I know it would be Foxy? The stream is already peak. You have faith. The stream is not already peak. Foxy, walk yourself to the backyard. We're gonna have a little tussle. I'm gonna go out into the backyard at 6 a.m. and I'm gonna beat your ass. Get off my front lawn. Are you gone, Foxy? Good job. I learned when it makes the deep noise, it's usually Foxy. I've learned that Foxy is Foxy. But that's just a theory. Hi, Bonnie. A game theory. Who's there? Who are we about to tussle with? Ah! I tripped. Ashdown stream is canceled. I'm trying to find a piece of candy to eat, but I can't find a piece of candy to eat. This is awful. Ah, the problems of being a streamer. I run out of candy very quickly. I have Pop Rocks. I have a candy cane. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candy canes. A tube of Skittles. Some gummy candy. 2 boxes of Mike and Ike's. 1 box of Sour Patch Kids. And 1... Have you beat the first game? I have not. I'm on night 4 on the first game. My hand hurts. Oh my god. I'm gonna... Chat, do we open the Tropical Typhoon Mike and Ike's box that has Kiwi Banana, Caribbean Punch, Strawberry Banana, Paradise Punch, and Mango? Or do I open the Mega Mix Mike and Ike that has Caribbean Punch, Strawberry Banana, Paradise Punch, Grape Soda, Kiwi Banana, Mango Delight, Pineapple Banana, Watermelon, Peach Berry, and Blue Raspberry? Or do we open the Sour Patch Kids? You should mix them both together. I'm gonna take that as open the Mega... I'm actually gonna open the Tropical Typhoon because I want to save the 10 flavors box for later. Ah, did I forget to do something for Hanukkah? I think I did. Yeah, I just completely forgot to do something for Hanukkah. Rest in peace to all my viewers who celebrate Hanukkah. Oh. The Caribbean Punch, Mike and Ike, is really good. Let's try the Kiwi Banana one. Yeah, not the best I've had. Mango flavor, let's test it. Oh, Caribbean Punch is a 7 out of 10. Kiwi Banana's a 6 out of 10. Mango. 9 out of 10. The next Mike and Ike to be rated is the Paradise Punch. I can't tell what flavor that's supposed to be. It definitely has, like, a kick of pineapple to it, though. 10 out of 10. Finally, we need a strawberry banana one. That's probably the best. 11 out of 10. And then a handful of all of them together! Okay. So, my official rating for a handful of them is 9 out of 10. It is very handfulable. It's not hard to do a handful of it. And it doesn't taste all that bad. It wins on my scale of rating. Next thing to be rated will be the Sour Patch Kids Coal flavored. It is... Was that a pun? Not intentionally. So, the Sour Patch Kids Coal is meant to be a black raspberry flavor. So, let's try the Sour Patch Kids Coal Edition. Black raspberry flavored, but does it taste like black raspberry? As a black raspberry connoisseur myself, I love anything flavored like black raspberry. Let's find out. Whew. Okay, official Ash rating for the Sour Patch Kids Coal is 9 out of 10. It is very... It's an amazing mix between a black raspberry candy and Sour Patch Kids. It's got just the right amount of food review and FNaF 2. How can it get any better? It gets any better when I start reading about space, Star Wars, and Batman. I have a lot of stereotypical interests. We've got dinosaurs, FNaF, Minecraft. I am like the most stereotypical person in the world. Oh, and don't even get me started on the entire Jurassic franchise as a whole. So Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic World Rebirth, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, Jurassic World Chaos Theory, Jurassic World Evolution, Jurassic World Evolution 2, Jurassic World Evolution 3. The entire franchise. I am in love. I talk too much. A jack of all trades. That is exactly what I am. Yes, I would like to do... And hey, I can speak from unique perspectives on everything I speak about. Mostly because I'm highly educated on it, but also because life experiences. They shape how you view things. Someone might say Jurassic World is an awful depiction of human consumption of anything as long as it entertains them. But I, as an expert, say that Jurassic World is an amazing depiction of human consumerism. Also, can you speak more than one language? Because, like, you know everything at this point. I know a bit of Latin. I know a bit of Greek. Got a little bit of Arabic there. French. I'd say Spanish, but I almost failed my Spanish class, so not Spanish. But I did get a C in Spanish. I would have kept it at a D because that's passing grade for it, but I got it to a C because I want to graduate with academic honors, like the nerd I am. Something I'm doing next year to celebrate 11 years with my 11 years with my 11 years since my diagnosis with diabetes. So mark this on your calendars because I'm gonna have it done by then. November 11th of 2026. 11 years since November 11th of 2015. I am releasing my very first documentary. What's the topic? Who knows? I do. It's diabetes. So I know at least 3 things I want to cover in my documentary about diabetes. So we've got my story. I want to cover that because knowing the life experience of a diabetic is one of the most important things for a Sorry, I'm overheating. I'm gonna take my hoodie off real quick. Okay, so back to where I was. The reason I want to get my story into the documentary is because I, as someone who has had diabetes for 10, going on 11 years, it'll be 11 when I publish the documentary, it creates a unique outlook on, like, how it's viewed. Because currently the stigma in, like, the general population is diabetes comes from a bad diet, which is completely false. I have a horrible diet, but you can tell because I just did an entire food review on candy. But that's not where my diabetes hails from. Now, that's the whole bad diet leads to diabetes is technically true. That's for type 2 diabetes. I am a type 1 diabetic. So I'm hoping that my amazing, like, story revolving my diabetes. You haven't watched here for a while? Have you missed anything? You haven't missed anything. Mostly because none of my streams build on to what I've said in past streams. Every stream is a new experience. So, as a type 1 diabetic, I can provide a unique outlook that many people who do documentaries can't. Because believe it or not, a lot of documentaries about diabetes that are out there are made by non-diabetics. Now, sure, a diabetic may have looked over the script, made sure that it's all good, but usually a non-diabetic gets the full, they get full decision over what's in the documentary. I, as someone independent who has nobody else working on the project with me, doesn't have to deal with a studio telling me that I need to be less honest about my experiences. The second thing I want to cover in the documentary is the, like, origin of it. The first person who may have had it, when insulin was first synthesized, when it was first put in a human, what it was made of, what it's made from now. And the final thing, this is what really led me into making the documentary. The mental and physical strain on the human body caused by diabetes. Now, everyone knows the physical problems that come with diabetes. You've got the increased risk for heart problems. You've got diabetic retinopathy, diabetic neuropathy. You've got all these horrible, horrible, like, illnesses and diseases and problems with your body that can come from this disorder that you have no control over. Yes, I have done a lot of research on this. But the mental problems that come with it are never discussed. When I got diagnosed with it, granted I was 6, and I would not, like, understand this if I was told it back then. Hang on, let me check this fact. Because fact checking is very important. But it's about clinical depression. Complications. Going back to the physical problems, people with type 1 diabetes have an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, which is estimated to shorten the life of the average type 1 diabetic by 8 to 13 years. This is mainly because it's an autoimmune disorder. Diabetes is. It attacks your immune system because it's your immune system attacking you. Most cardiovascular diseases are also autoimmune. Neuropathy is also autoimmune. They might have an autoimmune basis, is what they say. Also, here's a little fun fact. Women with type 1 diabetes have a 40% higher risk of death as compared to men with type 1 diabetes. Here's the percentage I was looking for. About 12% of people with type 1 diabetes struggle with clinical depression. The mental problems that come with diabetes is not talked about. I have had diabetes for 10 years and a month. 10 years, a month, and 9 days. And I didn't find out that I was at an increased risk for clinical depression until 2 months ago. I didn't even get told by my doctor that I was at an increased risk for clinical depression. I had to find out myself. I did the research. But that's off topic. There's a lot of mental problems that can come with type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetics are at an increased risk for developing several autoimmune disorders, particularly with the thyroid. Around 20% of people with type 1 diabetes have hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, typically caused by Hashimoto thyroiditis or Graves' disease, respectively. I have Hashimoto thyroiditis. I am a part of the 20% of people with type 1 diabetes that have a hypothyroidism disorder. But that's sad. We don't like being sad here. So, also, here's a little fun fact. Type 1 and 2 diabetes was estimated to cost $10.5 billion in annual medical costs in the United States. That's a lot of money. Something I'm going to bring up in the documentary, going back to my point about me really wanting to discuss the origins of diabetes, is the connection between diabetes and pancreatic damage was first described and probably discovered by the German pathologist Martin Schmidt, and that was all the way in 1902. Um, Type 1 diabetics are also at an increased risk for rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, autoimmune gastritis, pernicious anemia, vitiligo, and Addison's disease. Type 1 diabetes is more common in those who are younger and in white people. That's about celiac disease. It affects 2 to 8% of people with type 1 diabetes and is more common in those who are younger and white people. Two very... I was young and I'm white. I'm not diagnosed with celiac disease, so go me. Back to physical problems that can come from diabetes. You have diabetic retinopathy. Basically, the blood vessels, the small blood vessels in your eyes, just get super sensitive, and they become fragile, and they stop working, and then you lose your vision, which is very fun. Diabetic neuropathy affects your brain. You might lose your motor function, so like your arms, your legs. Diabetic nephropathy, it's diabetic kidney disease. You lose function of the kidney. Diabetic nephropathy is the leading cause of CKD, or chronic kidney disease, and in ESRD, end-stage renal disease. So yeah, not fun to experience. I don't think I should have to say that out loud for you guys to know. It's not very fun to experience. The most pressing complication of type 1 diabetes are the always present risks of poor blood sugar control. Severe hypoglycemia and diabetic ketoacidosis. Hypoglycemia, which typically describes blood sugar below 70, which triggers the release of epinephrine and can cause people to feel shaky, anxious, or irritable. I experience all those symptoms very often because my blood sugar goes low a lot. People with hypoglycemia may also experience hunger, nausea, sweats, chills, headaches, dizziness, and a fast heartbeat. Some feel lightheaded, sleepy, or weak, like me. Severe hypoglycemia can develop rapidly, causing confusion, coordination issues, loss of consciousness, and seizure. I am happy to say I have never gone into loss of consciousness or a seizure from hypoglycemia, but I have experienced confusion and coordination problems. I'll tell you this, it's not very fun to lose your coordination. Very unfun, actually. But hey, I can joke about it. If you can't joke about it, that means it's probably bad. But if you can joke about it, that makes it slightly better. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. On average, people with type 1 diabetes experience a hypoglycemic event that requires assistance of another 16 to 20 times in 100 years. The ADA, American Diabetes Association, recommends treating hypoglycemia by the 15-15 rule. Eat 15 grams of carbohydrates and then wait 15 minutes before checking blood sugar. Repeat until blood sugar is at least 70. Severe hypoglycemia that impairs someone's ability to eat is typically treated with injectable glucagon, which triggers glucose release from the liver into the bloodstream. People with repeated bouts of hypoglycemia can develop hypoglycemic unawareness, where the blood sugar threshold at which they experience symptoms of hypoglycemia decrease, increasing the risk of severe hypoglycemic events. Rates of severe hypoglycemia have generally declined due to the advent of rapid-acting and long-acting insulin products in the 1990s and early 2000s. However, acute hypoglycemia still causes 4 to 10% of type 1 diabetes-related deaths. Sad. Very sad. But I'm lucky enough to not have to worry about that. Why am I lucky enough to not have to worry about that? Because I'm always surrounded by a truckload of candy. And I have not developed hypoglycemic blindness yet. Which means I know when hypoglycemia is coming. I start feeling the symptoms at around 85. So yeah, lucky me. Very, very lucky me. The other persistent risk is diabetic ketoacidosis. I know, it's been so long. I've been talking about hypoglycemia so much that we forgot that I was talking about ketoacidosis as well. It's a state where lack of insulin producing toxic ketones... Sorry, skipped ahead in my writing a bit. It's a state where lack of insulin results in cells burning fat rather than sugar, which produces toxic ketones as a byproduct. Symptoms can develop rapidly, which include frequent urination, excessive thirst, nausea, vomiting, and severe abdominal pain. All very common. More severe ketoacidosis can result in labored breathing and loss of consciousness due to cerebral edema. Edema? Words are hard. Cerebral edema is excess accumulation of fluid, edema, in the intracellular or extracellular spaces of the brain. Yay, brain problems! This typically causes impaired nerve function, increased pressure within the skull, and can eventually lead to direct compression of brain tissues and blood vessels. Symptoms vary based on location and extent of edema and generally include headaches, nausea, vomiting, seizures, drowsiness, visual disturbances, dizziness, and in severe cases, death. Death is no fun, guys. But that's just a theory. A game theory. How am I always losing a chocolate coin? But you've been okay, right? Yes, I have been okay. Nothing related to my diabetes has taken my consciousness yet. And I am lucky enough to have an amazing family. Practically everyone in both my, closely related, immediate family and my extended family, most of them, everyone in my immediate family knows what to do if I pass out, which still hasn't happened yet. Typically, diabetics who have been diagnosed for 10 years lose consciousness at least once, but not me! I'm gonna beat that! Yeah! Woo! But most of my extended family also know what to do if I pass out, which is really lucky for me because I love, like, going on vacation to Michigan with my aunt. I get amazing pictures of Lake Michigan when I'm in Michigan. People with type 1, we don't say yet, we think positive, right? Yes, we think positive. Especially me. I need the positiveness. English is hard. Why do I struggle with my birth language? People with type 1 diabetes experience diabetic ketoacidosis 1 to 5 times per 100 years, the majority of which result in hospitalization. I've been hospitalized for it, but not severe. Like, very severe in the case that my, very severe as in my ketones were so acidic that I needed to go to the hospital, but not acidic enough to put me unconscious. Go us. 13 to 19% of type 1 diabetes-related deaths are caused by ketoacidosis, making ketoacidosis the leading cause of death in people with type 1 diabetes less than 58 years old. I'm not 58 years old, guys. Not yet. I'm gonna make it to 100. We've covered all this before. Yada yada. Strange. Who wants to talk about signs and symptoms yet? I think it's about time we talk about signs and symptoms. Main symptoms of diabetes, and since you guys can't see the diagram I'm looking at, I'll say what's more common in type 1 diabetes. In terms of brain, you have polydipsia and polyphagia. What are those? Let's find out. Do you only stream on YouTube? I do only stream on YouTube. Polydipsia is the medical term for excessive thirst and fluid intake. Words are hard. Any theories on what polyphagia is? I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's the medical term for an abnormally strong, incessant sensation of hunger or a desire to eat that does not subside after consuming food. That is common in all diabetics. Lethargy and stupor, so basically feeling tired and near unconsciousness, that is more common in type 1. I have experienced both. I'm always very tired, even though, like, it's strange. I'm, like, super hyper. Like, I've got so much energy most of the time. But then there's, like, a day where my energy just drops and I don't feel like getting up. And my energy is super affected. I don't want to get up. And this turned from a FNaF stream, FNaF 2 stream, into a deep talk. I started talking about a documentary, and then I got too distracted talking about diabetes to continue playing the game. I bet Freddy, Foxy, Bonnie, Mangle, Chica, I bet they're all just, like, do we jump scare, or do we let them keep talking? A common symptom, like, one of the main symptoms of diabetes, and the topic changes really quick with you, huh? Yeah, it does. I'm not very good with attention, but I have a reason, and it's to do with diabetes. Let's get back to that. Common symptom of diabetes in terms of the eyes are blurred vision, which really sucks when you're trying to play games. I can't count how many times I thought I saw diamonds in Minecraft. Like 10 blocks in front of me. I think I see diamonds. No, it's lapis lazuli, but I couldn't tell because my vision was blurred. Yay! Your breath, super common in type 1 diabetes is, your breath smelling like acetone or makeup remover. Not very fun. And mints don't help. I used to care about I used to care about how my breath smelled, but then the mysterious smell of acetone kicked in, and I stopped caring. Why? Because I knew mints wouldn't fix it. Mints fix the mints fix the smell for about 2 hours. For a normal person, the mints I use would fix it for about like 5 hours. Nope, you got 2 hours. Something to do with your body functions and basically a systemic symptom. This is common in type 1 diabetes, not as common in type 2 or gestational. Gestational diabetes is the type of diabetes you can get if you're pregnant. Not a lot of people know about gestational diabetes. But this systemic symptom is weight loss. So, speaking from experience here, I weighed 60-ish pounds. No, it was low. It was lower than that. I think it was around 45-ish pounds when I was diagnosed with diabetes. Keep in mind, I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was in 3rd grade. I was 6 years old. I am currently 119.4 pounds. I am a junior in high school. I am 6 foot tall. Do you know how weird it is to see a 6 foot tall person that is 119 pounds? It's very strange. You wouldn't expect someone that tall to weigh that little. My weight problems come from both diabetes and, like, genetics. My biological father, he didn't weigh a lot. Something wrong with his genetics. And it carried over to me, and yeah, I am very tall. I don't want to be this tall. I want to shrink. But me and my brother both also got fucked over in terms of genetics. Me and him are both really skinny. He's got, like, muscles and stuff, so, like, it's not as obvious that he doesn't weigh. Like, he is average weight now. But back when he was underweight, he had enough muscle to, like, he had enough muscle definition to where it wouldn't be obvious that he was underweight. What height would you want to be? I would want to be 5'5". That's totally not a reference to a song. It is a reference to a song. It's a reference to Will Wood's I Me Myself. I Me Myself is the best song ever. The lyrics I am quoting from it is, let me, you folded under zero pressure. I did fold under zero pressure. I can't find it. La 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 la. So the lyric I am quoting is, lately I've been wishing I were 5'5", weighing 99, wearing thigh highs. It's a really good song. I love Will Wood, chat. Back to discussing symptoms of type 1 diabetes. Kussmaul breathing or hyperventilation is super common in type 1 diabetes. That's to do with your lungs, which sucks for me because I have asthma and diabetes. When I hyperventilate, I'm dying. In terms of like your gastric symptoms, you've got nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain, all super common in type 1 diabetes, not as common in type 2. As for the final symptoms I'm covering is the urinary symptoms. Polyuria and glycosuria. Glycosuria is sugar in the urine. It makes your urine smell super sweet and taste slightly sweeter than normal. Don't know how a scientist found that out. Let's not find out how the scientist found out. And polyuria is the production of abnormally large volumes of urine. Which is often accompanied by excessive thirst or polydipsia, which we covered earlier when talking about your brain symptoms. Type 1 diabetes can develop at any age, but there is a peak in onsets during childhood and adolescence. I was diagnosed as an adolescent. I was 6 years old. God, the memories. 2015 was a strange year for me. Like, Jurassic World came out in 2015. I watched Jurassic World when it came out in 2015. I enjoyed it. A couple months later, I'm in a hospital bed getting informed that I have diabetes, which I didn't understand at the time. My mom cried. I didn't. I didn't understand it. Adults that have an onset of type 1 diabetes are often initially misdiagnosed as type 2. The difference, what's your favorite year you lived through? Oof. Ah, fuck, that's a hard question. Oof. I'd say all of it, except 2019 and 2020. And a specific month of 2025. So my answer is every year from 2009, excluding 2019, 2020, and 2 months of 2025. The weight loss from type 1 diabetes often comes from being exposed to infections. How do you remember all that? Memory. Believe it or not, the person with like specific dates. Oof. So 2019, the entire year sucked. The reason 2019 isn't my favorite year to have lived through is depression. Yay. My grandmother died in February of 2019. I spent all of the year not feeling the greatest. That not feeling the greatest went into 2020 as well. And you can imagine how it got worse when COVID struck and I couldn't see my family. I could see my immediate family, but most of my extended family I could not see. So you can imagine how a child as young as I was in 2019 and 2020 who had just lost their grandmother to lung cancer would feel about not being able to see their family. 2 months of 2025, similar reason. Grief for my grandmother came back. I felt really sad. My childhood dog died. So I just felt awful. This was like a month before, Jurassic World Rebirth came out. Amazing movie, by the way. God, I'm having a super deep conversation, and then I bring up a movie I watched this year, and I get distracted. But, so, struggled with that a little. But yeah, overall, my life has been good. I love every year I have lived through. This Santa Claus annoys me. I'm gonna throw him in the trash. And I got a duck that goes, like a reindeer duck that goes, it quacks. How are you, like, right now? Like, right now? At this very moment, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best. But, making content for my community to enjoy, always makes me feel better. Like, not saying this is happening right now, but I could be having the worst year of my life. I could, want to... I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this to where YouTube doesn't shoot me in the head. Sometimes I could be having the worst year. I could want to not be around anymore. And then I start streaming and I feel better immediately because I know I'm making content people will enjoy watching. And even if I don't attract the biggest of audiences, I know that the community I do gather can come together and make friends, have nice conversations, and feel safe. So every day I wake up, go through most of the day doing nothing but reading or finishing up assignments that I haven't done, and then I choose a random game on my PlayStation to play, and I play it while streaming it, and I let my community be my community. I let them talk to each other. I let them basically, to sum it up, I'm always better when I'm streaming or making videos. This is very funny because you're genuinely funny. What's funny about me being honest? Candidiasis? A fungal a fungal infection. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it is cool. I talk a lot. I get started on one subject and I just don't stop talking. John Fitzgerald Kennedy? Like the stream as a whole is funny. I do know that. Um, where is the fact I'm looking for? Uh, la 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 la. Where is it? La 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 la. Give me the fact I'm looking for. Would it be in pathogenesis? I know there's a. Do you stream daily? I try to. Um, I'll give you my schedule for this week. It's literally just days. I can't give you a time because I just stream when I feel like it. I know days I will stream, but I don't know like when. I don't know what time I stream those days, but I do know I will stream those days. The 21st, so tomorrow I will be streaming. The 22nd I will be streaming. The 23rd I will be streaming. The 24th I will be streaming. The 25th I will be streaming, but probably closer to midnight, so like around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 26th I am definitely doing a stream. I'm gonna do a Christmas themed stream on both the 25th and the 26th. Sounds daily to you. Yeah, I try to do daily, but depending on how I'm feeling those days, sometimes it's a 20-minute stream, which I don't consider a daily stream. I consider any stream over 40 minutes to be a daily stream. It's all fun and games until people discover the fact that I have a 10-hour stream somewhere. Hopefully you will be in all those. I understand if someone can't make it to my streams. I stream way too much, way too often. But yeah, like, um, a month or so into my YouTube like posting. Yeah, it was around. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had an enlisted stream that got terms and policied by YouTube. I didn't even. They said they took it down for hate speech. There was no hate speech in it. But my sixth stream ever was 10 hours, 14 minutes, and 3 seconds. And it was streamed just over a year ago. It was streamed on July 7th, 2024. Oh my god, YouTube is incorrect. So YouTube's AI gave me a summary of my 10-hour stream that I didn't want. They said the video features a gamer, Dinosaur Plays, engaging in various online games with commentary and interaction with a live chat. That is correct. I am Dinosaur Plays, I am a gamer, and I was engaging in various games of Fortnite. I was doing commentary, and I was interacting with my live chat. The first segment, which is 000 to an hour 53, which is incorrect because sometime between, yeah, sometime between that timestamp, I switched from a horror game to a PvP game. It says I'm playing a horror puzzle game where I navigate a house. The commentary is lighthearted, with the player humorously reacting to the game's scares and mechanics. I can't say my commentary was very lighthearted, and I can't say it was very humorous. I'm not very funny sometimes. Uh, the video then transitions to a battle royale or PvP style game, which is kind of correct, I guess. Where the player engages in combat with other players. The commentary continues with playful banter, self-deprecating humor, and interactions with the chat, often discussing in-game actions and general topics. How dare they call my humor self-deprecating? I would never make self-deprecating jokes. Throughout the video, the player maintains an informal and comedic tone, frequently using sound effects and directly addressing their viewers. God forbid a YouTube creator addresses their... Do they want me to be formal with it? Do they want me to say, "Hello everybody, my name is Dinosaur Plays, and today I am streaming, yada yada. I'm..." No, but seriously, do they want me to be super formal? What made you start to post? I have a lot of inspirations. Mostly Luke the Notable, but there's other content creators that really contributed to my wish to do YouTube. The Matt Pat from Game Theory, Film Theory, Food Theory, Style Theory. Basically all the theory channels before he retired. He was also an inspiration. In most of my streams, I talk about doing things for a good purpose. There was a YouTuber who always talked about doing good that really inspired me. Technoblade is also a really good inspiration for me. Maybe I should play the game instead of just talking. I'm so gonna get jump scared. Whatever. Where did he come from? How did I not get jump scared? How did I not get jump scared? How did I not get jump scared? I put my mask on way too late. Can I find the fact I'm looking for? Okay, yes. Here's the fact I was looking for earlier. Here's a little fun fact. Men, yes, men, as in anybody who was born a man, are generally, God, words are hard, more likely to develop type 1 diabetes compared to women. It is a 3 to 2 male to female ratio in young adults. You hate the withered animatronics? Me too. The withered animatronics aren't the best. I just realized I've gone all this time talking to you without looking at your profile picture. Your profile picture is very cool. I'm gonna subscribe and turn on post notifications. FNaF, but it's short, part 7. FNaF part 8, FNaF part 7. Ooh. I think I know what I'm watching when I stop streaming. I'm gonna watch your FNaF 2 playthrough. I'm gonna make some delicious food, and I'm gonna watch this amazing gameplay. And if I see any, like, if I see anything that's definitely not, like, something I do as a professional... God, I sound stupid right now. As a professional FNaF player, I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks if I see a area where you're constantly making a mistake. I'm gonna use one of my own FNaF 2 mistakes often as an example. So, when I play FNaF 2, sometimes I forget to wind the music box. Something you should always do. So, like, if I'm consistently seeing you, like, burn through your flashlight battery, I'll give you tips and tricks on how to save your flashlight battery. You shouldn't take that advice from me, because it's 1 a.m. right now and I'm at 3 bars of flashlight instead of 4. Should you continue your playthrough? Well, I don't know. Are you having fun doing your playthrough? I abide by the rule that if I'm not having fun with a game that I'm doing a playthrough of, I'm not going to play it. The biggest example of, yeah, you really like playing FNaF 2? Well, then, yeah, you should continue your playthrough. The worst thing to do as a content creator is to force yourself to play a game you hate. The biggest example for me on my channel is Dead Island 2. I loved Dead Island 2, but the gameplay was frustrating. I was not having fun playing it. I was having fun watching other people play it. So what did I do? I forced myself to play more of it, and got burnt out. Stopped posting for a bit. Came back from posting, completely forgot about Dead Island 2. As a content creator, unless you're being paid to play something you dislike, don't play something you dislike. That is the number one piece of advice I can give as a content creator. A lot of YouTubers force themselves to play things they don't like. They end up burnt out and end up quitting or going on break. There's another example on my channel. Oh yeah, I never made it a playlist because I didn't have fun playing it at all. For a long time, I quit posting Helldivers 2. I quit posting Helldivers 2 because it frustrated me. I love the game, but when I play it on stream or as a video, I get frustrated super easily because I don't want my viewers to think I'm not good at video games. I have gotten past that mindset. I play Helldivers 2 now. I don't care how bad I look at it. I don't care how bad people think I am at the game. I find myself having fun playing it. I'm gonna play it. But yeah, I burnt myself out because I didn't really enjoy playing it and I kept posting it. Eventually stopped posting it. Content got better. Your content will be absolutely garbage if you force yourself to play something you don't like. My commentary in Dead Island 2's videos, awful. Why? Because I hated the game. I didn't hate it, but the scale and difficulty was insane. I like games that have a, small progression of difficulty. I hate games that give you a tutorial, teach you how to play the game a bit, and congrats, now you're fighting things that are 50 times stronger than you. I'm very good at talking. Foxy! Foxy, my boy! Get out.
Hello.
You can talk to someone for like hours on end. I cannot talk to people for hours on end.
Hello.
God. Jesus Christ. Okay, I fixed my YouTube. Let's go. La 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 la. Your suggestion, don't keep shining your light at Foxy constantly. I suggest to do it once, then wind the box, then again and again. Thank you for your suggestion. I will take that into mind. Who's out in the hallway? Oh, Bonnie. You waste battery like that. I've noticed. I have noticed that I lose a lot of my battery doing that. God, I offer you advice and you end up giving me advice. Use the mask for anyone else besides Foxy. Get out of here, get out of here, Balloon Boy. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Foxy's out there. I'm shivering in my boots. I'm so fucked. We've got one guy who steals your battery over there. We've got... Make sure to check the vents, because Mangle comes from the right. I've been checking the vents. That's the one thing I can do successfully. Everything else I'm awful at, including Foxy. Foxy annoys me, but that's okay, because he's Foxy. Who's at the front door currently? Like in the game. It's Withered Bonnie and Withered Foxy at the door. Those two are just vibing at my front door. I don't want them there. I want them gone. I want them evaporated, one might say. So I just shine the... Fuck. Stutter. Just stutter until you die. You suggest to shine the light, mask, then light, then mask, then... Yeah. Thank you for your advice, though I stuttered trying to read it. It's not your fault that I didn't read it correctly. I'm just not a... But wait a few with the mask on. Yeah, I figured I needed to wait a few. Oh, and, Mr. Balloon Boy is at my side. It's very not good for me. That, yeah, he doesn't change much, I've noticed. I despise him. I want him dead. I want him burnt alive, actually. I want him gone. I never want to see his dumb face ever again. But that's because I'm a hater. I'm the #1 hater of all time. You hate Balloon Boy as much as I do? Yeah, well... good point. Why is this mobile game trying to get me to spend money? Money I don't have. Fuck off, I'm broke. Your goal is to beat every FNaF game. That would be my goal too. But there's this one game called Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. You might have heard of it. I hate it. I'm never doing 50-20. I don't care how much I get paid to do it. I'm never attempting 50-20. Never. You plan to beat the games in orders? Since you're on Five Nights at Freddy's 2, does that mean you succeeded in beating Five Nights at Freddy's 1? Are you better than me? I can't believe it. My arm itches. I don't know why I felt the need to mention that. I just did. My friend was supposed to be back by now, believe it or not. My friend went to a party, said he'd be back. He is not back yet. You beat the first game in a day? Oh, look. In one sitting, too? Oh, look, we've got professional in the chat. I can't relate. I'm awful at this game. I'm awful at all FNaF games. Actually, I'm awful at every game I play. That's something you'll realize when you tune into more than one of my streams. I cannot play games well. The first game was very easy. Yeah. Keep flexing. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves like an old-timey cartoon. I'm gonna shake my fists in front of me, and I'm gonna say, "Why you oughta!" Congrats, you've turned me into a cartoon character. Oh my god, I've been streaming for 2 hours. If you beat this night, I don't know, yes. Fascinating. So I have a reason to keep streaming. Fuck. Balloon Boy, why? I just wanted to get the puppet away. Now I'm fucked. God damn you, Balloon Boy. God, you orphan. I hope you die in a fire. Yes, that's a FNaF reference. Why am I saying it? I don't know. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. I'm gonna keep this Spaz Bear mask on, and I'm gonna beat your ass, Balloon Boy. Well, who's ready for the meme jump scare? Thank you, Foxy! Foxy relieved my soul of the torment of having to listen to that damn Balloon Boy laugh. What can I do in here? Oh my god! We can have stretched Five Nights at Freddy's! Let's turn on some subtitles real quick. Alright, do we do stretch aspect or original aspect before we try again? Do we try with... Okay, we're doing stretch. Okay. And we have subtitles on. They'll never expect it. Hang on. I've got to answer a question. Oh my god, that's so much better. Ah. Look how much better it fits. Yay! Sorry, I'm easily amused. What do I want to play on my Spotify while I... You, personally, you only keep it on the music box cam. I also only keep it on the music box cam because I am intelligent. Ow, I just poked my eye. Ow, ow, I'm not intelligent. Ow. Funny how the person who claims to be intelligent does the dumbest thing ever. I need your answer for something. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to, pick a song to play on my Spotify. I'm trying to think of a, song to play on my Spotify. Do I do Spit in My Face by Thanks So Much or I Thought I Saw Your Face Today by She and Him? So the first one? Okay, thank you. I needed a song to listen to while doing this. This decides where my shuffle starts. Alright, now I need my phone to charge. I've gone mad. Why is my phone not charging? I want to play the game, but I can't because my phone won't charge. It's only a matter of time until my phone makes me crash out. Say except you're mad, 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 mad. Charge? Wrong. My phone's charging. Yes, finally, I can play the game again. Yeah! Yay! Yahoo! I know it's you there, Foxy. I'm not the best at Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm resorting back to old tactics. You think I encouraged you somehow to continue your playthrough? I'm the best at encouraging people. Stop giving me songs from the 50s! I don't want to listen to this. No. No! Yay. Oh my god, It's Been So Long by The Living Tombstone? Hell yeah, perfect song to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2, too. You always keep the music box full. You never let it go down unless it's necessary. I've removed my audio cues. I'm listening to music.
Hello.
Balloon Boy. Time to roll up my sleeves, because I'm beating a child tonight. Why, I oughta. Foxy's back, I guarantee it. You're not Foxy.
Hello.
You're Foxy. Hi, Foxy.
Hi.
Get out of here, Foxy. Nobody loves you. Get out of here. Shoot! I give up. Catch y'all for a stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go lay down, make some food, and go to bed.